This is Pam Smith with Farm Journal Magazine, and we're in Woodland, California at the Drought Research Center for Pioneer. I'm with Jeff Schussler. And Jeff, tell me what we're seeing. We've just been talking about some native traits and drought tolerance. What are you guys finding?
What we're doing is we're looking for a lot of the natural variation that exists for the plant's ability to basically fight off drought stress. And there's various things that you can select for in a corn plant to improve drought tolerance. Perhaps deeper roots, perhaps better silking characteristics at flowering. That's one of the ones we really look at. Perhaps different mechanisms of leaf rolling and water conservation. Those are all different types of traits that we can select for in this unique stress environment here in California, which allows us to test these over and over again and to again get confidence in those. And go ahead.
And you have a drought trait actually coming that will be native, right?
We have a series of drought hybrids that we've been selecting over the last several years in many very serious stress environments, including California and in the Western Corn Belt, Colorado, Nebraska, Kansas, and Texas. And so what we're looking for there is basically hybrids that are showing that really great yield stability in that 50 to 100 bushel per acre yield level, that really severe dryland stress environment. Compared to what they're doing in under high irrigation conditions or high rainfall conditions, we're finding that these hybrids have traits that we have been able to assemble in those hybrids, whether it be the rooting depth or silking characteristics that allows them to be more stable for yield under that severe stress, but yet still have very competitive yield in those higher production areas. And so they've got the flex built in so that they can respond to rainfall when it occurs, but insurance for when the dry conditions do occur.
Okay, and tell me a little bit about your demonstration that you have here.
The demonstration that we've been showing here is the difference in two different hybrids here. This is again an example of native variation for drought tolerance. Having an environment such as this in California allows us to clearly demonstrate this. The row of ears on the top is from one hybrid that is a very good commercial hybrid, but was not particularly good for drought tolerance, and it shows the weaknesses. These all represent the ears from one row in a test plot, and we go from the good ears to the bad ears, but you can see many of the ears have severely lost many kernels and have gone even to being completely barren with no kernels. So that represents a relatively susceptible hybrid. In contrast, the hybrid on the bottom is of a similar maturity, growing in exactly the same environment, but shows much more stability. Its large ears versus its smaller ears, but even its smallest ears in the plot are much larger and have much more grain compared to the other hybrid. So this would be a Pioneer Drought score of 8. The one above would be a Pioneer Drought score of 6. So there is clear difference in genetic variation for the ability to make more grain with less water. So this is just an example of the native variation we're trying to take advantage of and capture.
Okay, and how long before farmers will actually see some hybrids that have drought tolerance in them?
We've been working on this particular set of hybrids now for about 3 years. We have them in many, many locations of field testing in 2010 as well. And depending on the performance that comes in this fall, once we combine those and do all the harvesting, if they confirm and validate the performance we've seen in the past, we would expect that some of those could be released in 2011 already.
All right, great. Thank you much.
Thank you.